and girls, welcome to my home lab, a place where you're going to learn vocabulary, grammar, expressions, and interesting facts on different topics in foreign language. I hope you like it, learn cool things, and fall in love with the English language. Today we're going to learn vocabulary related to traditional dishes and food around the world and practice double-question words with do and does. Name and describe popular dishes in the world. Practice food and drink vocabulary and consolidate work on present simple with love, hate, constant, don't like. Let's start talking about traditional dishes and food around the world. Of course, we love celebrating good stuff, and there are many options because we like different kinds of food from other places or even our traditional kind of food. Now it's time for you to find out which cuisine do you like the most. Here we have some examples.
Chinese stir fry. Stir fry is a very healthy food. Many people in Asia eat it. They eat it with noodles. Japanese sushi. Sushi is rice with seafood and vegetables. It looks beautiful and it is healthy too. British fish and chips. Fish and chips isn't healthy, but it is delicious. Many people like to eat it out of paper at the seaside. Mexican tacos. Tacos are made of beans wrapped in a flour tortilla. Sometimes you eat them with different sauces. Russian borscht. A ruby red beetroot soup served with sour cream. Portuguese custard tarts. A pastry consisting of an outer pastry crust filled with egg, custard, and baked. Now let's mark the pictures of the previous dishes with the country. The United Kingdom, Mexico, Portugal, China, Russia, Japan. When we talk about food around the world, you can love it. For example, I love Japanese sushi. I really like Chinese stir fry. I like British fish and chips. Or you can hate it. For example, I hate Mexican tacos. I can't stand Russian borscht. I don't like Portuguese custard tart.
Now let's practice nationalities and food vocabulary. Let's take a look at this. Is sushi Chinese? No, it's Japanese. Are tacos Mexican? Yes, they are. Is fish and chips British? Yes, it is. We have invited some people to our program. We are welcome to Nastasia. She is from Belarus and is living in Manizales, our beautiful city. Now she is going to share with us her likes and dislikes about food. Let's watch.
Hi everyone! First of all, I would like to say I really love food and I eat a lot. Most of all, I like Italian food. For example, pasta, pizza, and Italian desserts. My favorite dish is spaghetti with seafood. I really like fish and different types of seafood. I also like food from different countries in Asia, such as Japan, China, and India. I really like noodles, sushi, and curry with rice. And of course, I really like Colombian food, such dishes as ajiaco, sancocho, and empanadas. My favorite Colombian dish is ajiaco. I also have to say I can't stand spicy food. Every time I eat something spicy, I cry a lot. I also can't stand fast food, such as hamburgers and hot dogs, because it is not healthy, and I like to eat healthy food.
Nastasia loves Italian food, and her favorite Colombian dish is ajiaco. Thank you, Nastasia. Hope that your stay here in Manizales is wonderful. Let's talk about breakfast. It is often described as the most important meal of the day because it provides us energy for whatever activities lay ahead. Breakfast like a king, lunch like a prince, and dine like a pauper. Now we are going to watch some people from other countries that they want to share with us what are their preferences for breakfast.
Hello everyone, I am Nastasia from Belarus and currently I live in Manizales and teach English at the University of Manizales. I have to say I love mornings. I love waking up early to prepare breakfast. I usually have cereals with fruit, toast with jam, chocolate, and tea for breakfast. Sometimes I like to have something different. For example, poached eggs, scrambled eggs, or omelette.
My name is Meire, I'm from Brazil, and a typical breakfast in my country is black coffee, coffee with milk, and French bread with butter. We also call French bread salty bread. And some people also like to eat a fruit, like papaya, and cheese bread. The Brazilian cheese bread is made with yuca powder, and it's super delicious. Bye.
Hi everyone, my name is Hisham, I am from Algeria, and I would like to talk to you about the typical Algerian breakfast. So our breakfast is the smallest meal during the day. We just have a coffee with milk, with bread and some butter on it, and sometimes we have jam instead of butter. A lot of people prefer apricot jam, but me personally I prefer fig jam. And if you don't have bread, you may have it with Algerian raif, which is very similar to pancakes and very traditional back home. That's why in the morning you may find a lot of Algerians go to the bakery to have their breakfast. And since I was here in Colombia, I'm having actually a lot of fruits during the morning. I may prefer avocado toast with scrambled eggs and orange juice and of course coffee.
Hi, my name is Angelica Yepes. I am from Bogota, Colombia. I am a Colombian living in the United States. I live in North Carolina and I do have a breakfast every day. I usually have a cup of coffee with arepas. Arepas here, you can find them frozen or you can also make them from scratch. My favorite kind of food is candy. I love candy. I love sweet stuff, but I know it's not very healthy. Also, for lunch, I try to make Colombian lunch. Rice, potatoes, beef, pork, or chicken. Lentils are also part of my diet for lunch. As well, in terms of snack, I like to eat ice cream. Ice cream is delicious here and it's very, very cheap. I have A healthy diet because I like to eat fruits, not so many vegetables, but I try to eat them because they are important for our diet. Also, if you want to have a healthy diet, you need to exercise. And living in the United States, you need to exercise.
Hello everyone, my name is Ivan Bermudez. I'm a Colombian living in the United States of America. I live in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, and I'm very happy to be here.
What do you usually have for breakfast?
I usually have what Colombians have for breakfast: eggs, fruits, but what Americans eat usually here is bacon, milk, cereal.
Sometimes Colombian people, they live and have to try different food. Now we are going to watch some of them sharing with us what they have for breakfast. One of the joys of visiting other countries is the exposure to different types of food. In my opinion, that is a priceless experience because it helps us to overcome cultural differences. Now we are going to see some people sharing with us their eating habits.
Do you have breakfast? What do you usually eat?
In my country, you say that breakfast is the most important meal of the day. And I do eat breakfast every day. Usually I eat oatmeal. And I might eat some fruits at least when I am in Colombia. I like to eat some of the exotic fruits of this country, as the passion fruit. I might eat a pitaya or a banana. And sometimes I might even make a chia porridge the day before and wake up the next day and have my chia porridge as breakfast.
What is your favorite kind of food?
My favorite food is Vietnamese food, which is usually based on a sweet kind of sauce. It often has some kind of nuts, which gives it a rich taste, you could say, combined with the sweetness. And it's also quite sour. They use quite a bit of lime in their food. And I like to have it with some kind of chicken and a lot of vegetables.
What do you eat for lunch?
For lunch, I eat different kind of things. I actually eat the Colombian big warm lunch when I am in Colombia. I love the yuca and I love the ajiaco and the sancocho. But actually, if I make my lunch myself, as I do when I am in quarantine, I would probably eat a sandwich. I might eat some leftovers from my dinner the day before. Or I could even eat some eggs, just cooked eggs if I'm not in the mood to cook.
What is your best kind of snack?
My favorite snack is chocolate. I eat chocolate every day. Don't tell anyone. And while I'm in Colombia, I actually miss a lot of my favorite chocolates that are from my own country and the countries around. And actually some of the chocolates like Toblerone you could get in Colombia, but it's very expensive compared to where I come from. It's actually cheaper where I come from.
Do you think you have a healthy diet? Why not?
I would say that I have a quite healthy diet. I eat vegetarian almost every day, which isn't necessarily more healthy, but I think it's a good diet and it makes you creative. It means that you eat a lot of vegetables, which is good. And I don't eat a lot of stir-fried things. I do, however, eat a lot of snacks. So the question is whether my regular diet kind of can be seen as a counterweight to all the snacks that I eat. I like to think so. I usually eat a very healthy breakfast, lunch and dinner. So hopefully it makes up for all the snacks that I eat.
Now let's remember how to use WH question words. WH question plus do, does, plus pronoun, plus complement. What do you eat for lunch? For lunch, I eat different kinds of things. When do you eat a snack? I usually eat a snack before lunch. How often do you eat chocolate? I eat chocolate 3 times a week.
Now Hannah from the United States is going to answer some questions about her eating habits.
Do you have breakfast or what do you usually eat?
I do normally eat breakfast. Generally, I enjoy eating lots of fruit in the mornings. Fruit, salads, I like bananas, dragon fruit, mangoes, guavas, most any kind of fruit. But if there's not fruit available, then I enjoy toast, oatmeal, things like that.
What is your favorite kind of food?
My favorite kind of food is spicy food. I very much enjoy hot peppers combined with tropical flavors like pineapple or mango. I think that combination with rice and with meat or beans is just spectacular.
What do you eat for lunch?
For lunch, I like to eat sandwiches or soups. Lots and lots of different soup. I love soup. I enjoy pumpkin soup, French onion soup, and of course typical Colombian soups as well, like ajiaco or sancocho. I really enjoy those. But generally for me, I prefer a light lunch.
What is your favorite kind of snack?
My favorite snack. Ooh, a good snack for me is nuts. Mixed nuts. Or I really, really enjoy popcorn. I have popcorn most days.
Do you think you have a healthy diet? Why? Why not?
I don't know if I have a healthy diet. It depends a lot on the day and whether or not we're in quarantine and what's available at the grocery store. When I do the shopping, I think generally speaking, yes, I have a healthy diet. When other people in my home do the shopping, I tend to eat a lot of meat and cheese and arepa, which is fine, but is probably less healthy than what I would normally choose to eat.
Now we have seen some people sharing with us their eating habits. Now, if we compare what they have for breakfast, we can see that Nastasia, she likes having cereal with fruit. toast with jam and tea and chocolate. Then Hannah, she likes fruit like mangoes, dragon fruit, banana and toast. Ivan likes eggs and fruit. And finally, Matthias, he usually has oatmeal and fruit. Now we are going to do a little practice. On your screen, you will see the pictures and then the names of the food that usually people have for breakfast. The idea is that you match, of course, the picture with the name. Now, good luck on that. Some cultures include some different or unusual eating habits, but these eating habits might leave us a feeling like out of place, right? But that is a matter of perspective, isn't it? Well, we have now a special person in our show, and that is Luis. He is one of our teachers who's living in China, and he is sharing with us what the teachers usually eat for lunch. Let's watch.
Hi guys, my name is Luis. I am 30 years old and I live in China. I've been here for more than 2 years now, and I was born and raised in Manizales, so for me it's a pleasure to share with you today a little bit of my day, and I will share with you today how is a regular lunch here in China. So see you at lunchtime, okay? Hi guys, here I am at the canteen of the school where I work for, and today I want to tell you about the regular food we have every day. Usually for lunch we have vegetables, rice and soup. But my favorite kind of food for lunch is eggplant with rice. I like eggplant because Chinese people know how to prepare it very good. But today I want to share with you what we have for lunch today. Okay, here we go. First we have potato strips. Look, these are potato strips. Then we have black mushrooms here. I know they don't look very good, but believe me, these are delicious. Then we have meatballs. We have tofu here. We have watermelon as a dessert. We have rice. And look at this, we have fish. Also, we have chicken soup. Chinese people usually have lunch at 11 a.m. I know it's very different from our culture where we have lunch at 12:30 or 1 p.m., right? But I think that my diet here in China is healthier than in Colombia because here I eat more vegetables every day.
Now we are going to practice to all the things that you have learned, and this is the activity. On your screen you will see some questions and then you have 3 options. The idea is that you read, of course, the statements or the questions and then choose the correct option. Take into account everything that Luis taught us about China.
What time do usually people have lunch in China? A. 1 p.m. B. 11 a.m. C. 11:30. What does Luis have for lunch today? A. Fish. B. Salad. C. Fried chicken. What fruit does Luis have today in his plate? A. Apple. B. Watermelon. C. Black mushroom. What type of soup does Luis have for lunch? A. Chicken soup. B. Mushroom soup. C. he doesn't have any soup for lunch. These are the answers for our quiz. People in China usually have lunch at 11 a.m. Luis has for lunch fish. Luis has in his plate watermelon. Luis has chicken soup for lunch.
Now it's time for our tongue twister. Remember that a tongue twister is a set of words that are difficult to pronounce. And now you know how it works. On your screen, you will see the tongue twister. And then you are going to attempt to repeat it as many times as you can and as fast as you can. But first, we need to know what the tongue twister is. The butter with butter is the butter that is better. Did you get it? Okay, we are going to do it again. The butter with butter is the butter that is better. Okay, we are going to do it word by word. The butter with butter is the butter that is better. You get it? Now you know how it works. On your screen, you will see the tongue twister, and then you are going to attempt it. Good luck on that.
We will reinforce the present simple and use it to talk about food and our eating habits. We use the present simple for repeated or regular actions in the present time period or habits, for facts, for things that are generally true. Please remember the structure for affirmative, negative, and interrogative sentences. We will do it with the verb like. Take a look to it and remember the S for the third person of the singular. And don't for I, you, we, they, doesn't for he, she, and it.
We have learned vocabulary about breakfast, likes and dislikes, right? Now we are going to see Katia from Russia and Jessica from Brazil that they are going to name and describe their traditional food.
Hello everyone, my name is Jessica, I am from Brazil, and today I'm here to talk to you about a typical Brazilian dish. And a typical Brazilian dish is coxinha, which is a snack made out of salty flour dough with chicken inside. And sometimes there's also cheese or corn inside. And it's a very common snack to eat during the day, at a coffee shop, or at school, or maybe even at children's parties. Usually we eat coxinha with guaraná, which is a Brazilian soda, and both of these are not very common in any other country, so I can definitely say that coxinha and guaraná is a very typical Brazilian dish.
Hi, my name is Katia, I'm from Russia, and now I will tell you how to cook one of the most popular Russian dishes, borscht. Borscht is their traditional soup, famous in Russian, Ukrainian, and Eastern European cuisine in general. It is also called beetroot soup because beetroot is its main ingredient, which also gives it its distinctive red color. So, how to cook it? First, you will have to prepare meat stock, meat broth. In Russia, we usually boil it on the base of pork or beef. So, but any other meat will work as well. while the broth is preparing, you should pre-cook the vegetables. They can be either baked or boiled. Any vegetables will be good for this soup. Of course, you should use beetroot because it is the base of it. But besides that, up to you. In Russia, we usually take potatoes, tomatoes, onions, cabbages. Yeah, I think that's it. And after your vegetables are cooked and your broth or stock is ready, you should mix them together and boil them together for 15-20 more minutes. And that's it. Borscht is ready. It is usually served with sour cream on top and fresh dill.
There are some tips, and they have to do with some expressions that you can use when you want to say that you really love or hate something. In this case, we're talking about food. Now, let's take a look to these expressions.
The expressions used to say you love something are: I love eating ice cream. Love is used to express intense desire. I adore bananas. Adore is another way to say you love bananas. She's crazy about chocolate. Crazy is used to say she's mad about chocolate to show intense desire or passion. If you neither like nor dislike something, you might use the following expressions. I don't mind onion. Don't mind is used to express that you are okay with the idea of eating something. I don't really care either way. If you are given a choice of eating onion or not in your burger, and if you are okay with both the options or can't make up your mind, you can use this phrase. It's all the same to me. You say this when you are uncertain about the options given to you. They all sound the same and you can't choose. But when you hate something, it means it is beyond your tolerance level and you can't put up with it. You can use I can't stand onion. Can't stand is used to express how much you hate your onion. I detest bananas. Detest is a way of saying extreme hatred and you can't put up with something.
Today we learned a lot about food, especially international food, and eating habits from people from different places and countries around the globe. Now we have learned about the different levels to show that you like or you love, that you can't stand or that you hate this or that kind of food. Those phrases that are going to be very helpful at the time of talking about food. And also we reinforce some information about the simple present with the verb like. Now it's time for you to test what you have learned. On your screen, you will see some questions and then you will have some options. The idea is that you read the questions or the statements and then you are going to decide which is the best option. Are you ready? I hope you are.
Number 1. Japanese sushi is A. Is rice with seafood and vegetables. B. Is rice with chicken and vegetables. C. Is rice with vegetables. Fish and chips is a typical dish from A. Russia. B. Mexico. C. United Kingdom. People usually have oatmeal as A. Breakfast, B. Lunch, C. Dinner. Portuguese custard tarts have A. Eggs, B. Mushrooms, C. Tomatoes. You are crazy about something when A. You like it, B. You dislike it, C. You love it. Here are the answers for the questions. Japanese sushi is rice with seafood and vegetables. Fish and chips is a typical dish from United Kingdom. People usually have oatmeal as breakfast. Portuguese custard tarts have eggs. You are crazy about something when you love it.
Okay, boys and girls, it's time for me to go. I hope that you have liked it and enjoyed the show. Remember to continue practicing everything that you have learned. And see you next time. This is my home lab and I am Maria Toro. See you next time. Bye bye.